right, let's talk more about what's on investors' minds right now. Jerry Harris joins us, president of Sterne Agee Asset Management. He joins us from his firm's trading floor in New York City. Welcome to Power Lunch. Nice to have you here, Jerry. A lot of people
my pleasure.
A lot of people are watching various indicators to decide whether or not they should step into this market, given the volatility that Art just outlined. You're watching China, and depending on what China does, you might be moving into some key stocks. What are you watching for from China?
Looking for pickup in activity, greater demand on natural resources, raw materials. It's been clear that China has attempted to slow their economy down, put a cap on housing prices first. We've seen a hook down in their Purchasing Managers Index. We've seen a hook down in their CPI.
Mm-hmm.
So over the last 3 weeks, we've seen several suggestions, indications that they're ready to take their foot off the brake. If they take their foot off the brake, we don't think it requires a re-acceleration. I think automatically we go back and see China in a strong growth path.
And does that
will create demand?
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Does that take all the worries of Europe off the table and help us start moving higher here?
No, of course not, but we think that's one of the catalysts or one of the drivers that China is considering to prevent a collapse.
You said
a real strong drop.
You said if China takes their foot off the brake, it's not as though there are taillights that tell you exactly when they've taken their foot off the brake. What would you be watching? What kind of statements would you be listening for to give me that go signal? And I assume if I get the go signal, you'd be telling me to put money into commodities.
Well, that's exactly true. Raw materials, we've seen copper come down 25% from the April highs. All those industrial metals have come down significantly. Of course, their stock market is corrected significantly. And
so what's the green light? What's the green light, Jerry, that you're listening or watching for from China?
I would say 2% CPI. When they see that, that's got to cause concern for them. They've held back the economy enough with a 2% CPI.
What other areas of the U.S. market?
Right now we're at 2.4.
Okay, you're at 2.4. What other areas of the U.S. market, if perhaps some of our viewers are uncomfortable with the commodities play, even through an equity standpoint, are there other areas of the U.S. domestic market that you think would be able to benefit?
Materials, food and fiber, agriculture type related companies.
All right. Thank you, Jerry.
I don't recommend stocks. Thank you.
No, that's okay. I was looking for sectors, and you gave it to us. Thanks a million.
Terrible delay there in the satellite.
There was a big delay, and that's it's uncomfortable for the guests, so we apologize.
Speaking of China, I've got a blog post today about